human experience is full of transitions. We grow up, we find work, we fall in love, we get married, we have kids, you know how it goes. But some transitions come with challenges, stuff we didn't anticipate. I found out the hard way. At age 21, I was in a car accident that left me paralyzed. My world shrunk to the four walls of a hospital room. Fear became my roommate. It was there when I woke up and there at night. The question is, what did I do about it? Well, I discovered that fear is a guest who overstays his welcome. He's loud, unwelcome, and has a permanent reservation on your psyche if you let him. But there's another visitor, one who packs a punch. Courage. He doesn't arrive announced, but when he does, you have a choice. Winston Churchill said it best, fear is a reaction, courage is a decision. So today, I want to share 3 things that helped me decide courage. Number 1, know that fear arrives unannounced. It's AM and I'm getting ready for my day, grabbing a coffee, checking emails, planning meetings. Suddenly, my heart starts pounding, my hands shake, and before I know it, I'm in the middle of a panic attack. Anxiety and fear just hit you sometimes. The trick is what you do next. You see, after my accident, anxiety and fear were my default settings. Getting dressed triggered memories of hospital gowns. Going out meant battling traffic. Making plans meant worrying about what if. Then I realized something. Fear was hijacking my life, controlling when I went out, what I did, even how I felt. But I had a choice. I could let fear keep dictating the terms, or I could learn to spot his red flags. See, the first step to taming fear is recognizing its patterns. When I noticed my reactions, I started to build my defense system. I learned to ground myself, to focus on my breath, to reach out for support when I needed it. Fear still arrives unannounced, but now I don't have to play by his rules. I set my own. Number 2, make small but meaningful decisions. Once upon a time, there were these 2 fish in an aquarium. One day, a big fish leaps out of the water and the other asks, "Hey, did you see that?" "See what?" replies the first fish, busy swimming around. "You know, that big fish. How are we supposed to survive with a predator lurking outside?" The second fish shrugs and continues exploring the coral. You see, sometimes we get so caught up in the big picture that we forget about the little steps. After my accident, my dream was to become an advocate for spinal cord injury research. But between physical therapy, medical appointments, and emotional roller coasters, how exactly I'd make that dream happen seemed far off. That's when I started making small but meaningful decisions. Would physical therapy be tough? Yes. Would I face stares in public? Probably. Would speaking up at work be intimidating? Absolutely. But each small decision pushed me closer to my dream. It might seem counterintuitive, but taking small steps can lead to big changes. These small acts of courage became the building blocks of my new life. They reminded me that even in the darkest times, progress is possible. When fear tells you to play small, make small but meaningful decisions, they add up. Number 3, understand that courage comes at a cost. There's this myth that courage is all glorious, like a knight in shining armor saving the day, but the truth is more like an old, well-worn shield. It's not flashy, but it's effective. Being courageous isn't about grand gestures. It's about the consistent, maybe mundane acts of bravery that define our days. And those acts often come at a cost. Sure, staying home is safer than going to a party where I might face insensitive questions about my wheelchair. Staying quiet is easier than speaking up against injustice. Giving up is less painful than pushing for my dreams. But here's the thing, giving into fear also comes at a cost. The cost of missed opportunities, unmet potential, and a life lived in regret. Courage isn't free. It comes at a cost. And sometimes that cost is huge. I mean, think about the folks who stand up against oppressive regimes, who speak up against hate, who fight for justice. Their courage can cost them their jobs, their safety, even their freedom. It's a heavy price to pay. But here's the thing, sometimes the price of not being courageous is even heavier. Choosing to be silent or to stay safe or to give up means missing out on the chance to make a difference, to leave a positive impact on the world. When you choose not to be courageous, you might miss out on opportunities, personal growth, and the chance to inspire others. The cost of courage is high, but so is the cost of fear. When fear tries to hold you back, consider what you stand to lose if you give in to it. In the end, it's your call. Knowing that courage comes at a cost doesn't make it any less valuable. It just means that when you choose courage, you're making a conscious, deliberate choice. You're weighing the costs and benefits and deciding that being brave is worth it. It's about recognizing that courage isn't just a feeling or a character trait. It's a commitment, a way of life. I think we underestimate the role of storytelling in shaping our understanding of the world and ourselves. stories have the power to connect us, to teach us, and most importantly, to inspire us. They're like mental blueprints guiding us on how to navigate life's ups and downs. So here's the deal. When fear knocks on your door, know that you're not alone. Fear is a universal language. We all understand it, but also know that fear doesn't get to dictate the terms. You do. You get to decide how you respond, how you move forward. So ask yourself, what story do you want to tell? The one where fear wins or the one where courage shines? Because remember, the story you tell yourself becomes your reality. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. Make the decision to be courageous, to keep moving forward. And in doing so, you'll find strength you never knew you had, hope when it seems lost, and a sense of purpose that's truly inspiring. A lot of people think that courage is this flashy, larger-than-life thing. And sure, sometimes courage looks like that, like standing up to a bully or speaking out against injustice. But most of the time, it's the quieter moments that test our bravery. It's in those small, everyday choices that we decide whether to be courageous or not. Maybe it's deciding to try something new, like taking up a new hobby or saying yes to an opportunity, or maybe it's facing a fear head-on, like confronting a challenge or speaking up for yourself. Whatever it is, these everyday acts of courage are what shape our lives. They help us grow, learn, and become better versions of ourselves. It's in these small, seemingly insignificant moments that we discover our inner strength and resilience. So don't underestimate the power of everyday courage. Embrace it, nurture it, and let it guide you on your journey. Remember, it's the small steps, the small acts of courage that make the biggest difference in the long run. Being courageous isn't about never falling. It's about rising every time we fall. It's about dusting ourselves off, learning from our mistakes, and trying again. It's about facing our fears, embracing the uncertainty, and still choosing to move forward. So the next time you're faced with a choice, a challenge, or an opportunity, ask yourself, what would a courageous person do? Let that guide you, inspire you, and help you become the best version of yourself. If you enjoyed this video and found it insightful or helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. We've got a ton of videos that celebrate the human spirit and promote kindness and understanding. We believe that everyone has a story worth telling and that stories have the power to change the world. Thanks for watching. Keep being you and see you next time.